Hello everyone, we are here to discuss the shot calls and camera angles from Tatsuki Fujimoto's Chainsaw Man. We're doing Volume 8, Chapter 64, which is called Welcome to Hell. In this chapter, the characters are pulled into hell where they encounter the Darkness Devil. In Chainsaw Man, each devil's power depends on how much fear is associated with whatever they represent. So darkness is one of the most ubiquitous fears, so running into the Darkness Devil is one of the most terrifying experiences possible. Fujimoto uses camera angles and shot calls as a tool to enhance the power of the script. Low angles express drama and emphasize the emotions of the character at a particular moment. In this chapter, low angles convey stress, confusion, and overwhelm, especially when it reveals the structure of hell above their heads, a surface covered entirely with doors. High angles show us what's happening on the ground, so they work well for dramatic moments when Denji and Power are laying down. When the character is lower than usual, the camera shooting the scene from high above enhances how down they feel. This works especially well for this hell scene. Close-ups show us the emotion of a character in as much detail as possible. Fujimoto adds sweat marks to indicate the level of expression we see in the character, and zooming in close allows him to increase the detail of the sweat marks, eyes, and mouth, so we're in a more intimate moment with the character. I find the close-up astronaut shot very interesting. There's enhanced detail while the astronaut's face cannot be seen at all. It makes the reader wonder if there's anyone in the suit at all, especially in the context of the chapter. Wide angles allow us to see rhythm in the environment, particularly the doors above and the astronauts. The initial shot of the Darkness Devil uses negative space for emphasis with more subtle rhythm in the grassy ground surface. When Fujimoto uses a wide angle, he often builds a sense of family by arranging the characters in the panel in ways that communicate their character themes. For example, Aki appears a strong and stoic leader figure in these shots. He's pushed to the foreground and he appears taller than the other ones. These full-page panels take place at the end of chapter 63, which is right before Welcome to Hell. The low angle looking up towards the hand and the highly textured background with the fist in the center of the page, they foreshadow the intimacy and transformation about to happen when the characters find themselves in hell. The shapes of the building are reminiscent of the door ceiling, and then the plant life surrounding the fist echoes the grassy ground in hell. This gives us context for the duality of the environment for Chapter 64, calling to mind the contrast between our human constructive lives versus the plant life that supports us. When Fujimoto chooses his camera angles, he's purposeful with the imagery in the background of the shot. As a result, the panels have the intended implication. For example, when Aki says, "What is this place?" we see above and below him the doors and grass holding about the same space in the panel frame, so we look upon the environment along with the characters. Through detailed close-ups, meaningful use of background and character positioning, negative space, and choice of camera angle, Fujimoto indicates character themes throughout Chapter 64 for Denji, Aki, Power, the Darkness Devil, Pinksy, and he does this well throughout the series. The foreshadowing of visual elements enables Fujimoto to break the rules of design, especially when the Darkness Devil is at his most intimidating. He removes the character's arms and body parts form the panel borders, using blacks to imply borders and form outlines for the unusual angles. Overall, Fujimoto chooses shots well for each panel, using cropping to enhance the storytelling and communicate character moments.